What's up, Broncos country? Have you felt that chill down your spine? Something big is brewing in Denver, and no, it's not just another ordinary team update. A new linebacker has just arrived to strengthen our defense, and he might be the missing piece to turn the Broncos into an unstoppable wall. But hold up. Who is this guy? Why did the Broncos let go of a talented cornerback just to take a chance on him? And what does this mean for our 2025 season journey? Stick around, because today we're breaking down this move with that fiery passion only the Denver Broncos family has. Let's dive in and find out why this decision is making waves. Broncos family, the 2025 season is heating up, and our front office isn't playing around. They're putting together a team built to make a difference. The latest headline shaking things up is the arrival of linebacker Garrett Wallow, a new force set to bring even more strength and aggression to our defense. But to make room for this new talent, the Broncos made a move that raised some eyebrows. They released cornerback Mario Goodrich, a standout in the UFL who was showing real promise for the NFL. So what's really going on? Let's break it down, because this move is layered, and I know you die-hard fans want every single detail. Let's start with Garrett Wallow. This guy isn't just some rookie. Drafted by the Houston Texans in the 5th round of the 2021 draft, he's bounced around a few teams, Titans, Falcons, and now he's rocking the orange and blue, ready to leave his mark in Denver. What does he bring to the table? Raw power, sharp instincts when reading plays, and a special ability to close gaps in the run game. You know those moments when the running back thinks he's got a lane, only to get smacked so hard the whole stadium erupts? That's the kind of impact Wallow brings. At 26 years old, standing 6'2", and weighing in at 220 lbs, he's at his physical peak, combining speed and strength. In Houston, he had some solid moments, 35 tackles in 17 games during the 2021 season, proving he can be a real thorn in any offense's side. So why did the Broncos go after a guy like Wallow? To answer that, we've got to look at our current roster and the bigger picture. Our defense is already one of the most respected in the league, with names like Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper constantly putting pressure on QBs. These guys are sack machines, and the fans know how much they matter. But then came the shock. Drew Sanders, one of our most promising young linebackers, went down with an injury during training camp. Cut to footage of Sanders being helped off the field. Dramatic pause. He's still undergoing tests, and we don't know the full extent yet. But that left a gap in our linebacker group, and in the NFL, Broncos country. Depth isn't optional. That's where Wallow comes in as a strategic piece to keep our defense solid, even if a starter needs to sit out. Now let's talk about what's stirring up the buzz. Releasing Mario Goodrich. This dude isn't just anyone, Broncos family. In the UFL with the Birmingham Stallions, he put up some serious numbers: 17 tackles, 6 pass breakups, and 3 forced fumbles in just 7 games. That's hungry football, exactly the kind that gets fans jumping out of their seats. Goodrich, who had a stint with the Philadelphia Eagles, came to Denver with a real shot at making the roster or at least landing on the practice squad. So why cut a guy with that kind of potential? The answer lies in our stacked secondary. Patrick Surtain-Dessous, no introduction needed, is one of the league's best. Riley Moss keeps improving. Jaquan McMillian is stepping up, and young talents like Chris Abrams-Draine are ready to shine. With so much competition, the front office had to make a tough call to create room for Wallow. From a tactical standpoint, this move shows the Broncos are doubling down on front seven strength. Wallow gives us a versatile linebacker who can plug run gaps, blitz effectively, and even drop into coverage against tight ends. A skill that's crucial when you're facing teams like the Chiefs, who love to attack that part of the field. He may not be a superstar yet, but he's exactly the kind of gritty player championship teams rely on. And with the regular season just around the corner, Having a guy like him is like having extra insurance for our defensive game plan. Another exciting aspect, Wallow's impact on special teams. Everywhere he's been, he's shown he can be a beast, blocking kicks, chasing down returns, doing the dirty work with that all-in mentality we love. And Broncos country, you know how critical special teams are in the NFL. Picture this. Wallow makes a clutch tackle on a punt return, and Empower Field at Mile High absolutely explodes. That's the kind of moment that turns games around and sends fans into a frenzy. So tell me, Broncos family, are you as pumped as I am to see this guy in action? Looking at the big picture, this move from the front office sends a clear message. The Broncos are all in. Letting go of a rising talent like Goodrich isn't easy, but it shows full confidence in our current secondary. Bringing in Wallow proves that Sean Payton is laser-focused on building a defense that gives nothing away. With Bo Nix taking command of the offense and showing flashes of brilliance in camp, we're starting to see a team with the perfect mix of youth, talent, and experience. But I want to hear from you, Broncos country. Do you think Wallow's going to make an immediate impact, or will he need some time to fit into Payton's system? More importantly, would you trust him to hold down the defense if another linebacker goes down? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your voice is what makes this team pulse. Let's not forget, defense has always been the heart of the Broncos. From the days of Von Miller to the current era with Certain and the crew, we've always prided ourselves on being a unit that strikes fear into opponents. Wallow, even if he's not a headline name yet, might be the guy who makes the difference in the details. Picture this. It's third down. The offense needs just a few yards to keep the drive alive. Suddenly, Wallow reads the play, plugs the gap, and drops the running back for a loss. The stadium erupts. The crowd chants, "Broncos!" and momentum swings our way. That's what a solid linebacker brings, not just stats, but energy, momentum, and that gritty, competitive fire that defines the Denver Broncos family. And it's not just about Wallow or Goodrich. This move shows the Broncos are thinking big for 2025. The AFC West is more competitive than ever, with the Chiefs still the team to beat, the Chargers showing growth, and the Raiders always being a thorn in our side. But with Bo Nix leading the offense, a reinforced defense with guys like Wallow, and the tactical genius of Sean Payton, it's clear we're heading in the right direction. So tell me, Broncos country, was this the right move, or will we end up missing Goodrich down the road? Let's get that debate going in the comments. And hey, Broncos family, if you're feeling as fired up as I am about the changes in our squad, don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel right now and join us on this journey. Here, we live and breathe orange and blue, bringing you all the latest news, tactical breakdowns, and the passion that only Broncos country brings. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and don't miss a single play. Let's make this season one to remember. Look, Broncos country, let me be real with you. When I saw Goodrich got cut, my heart sank a little. The guy's got raw talent, the kind that makes you think he could have been the next big name in our secondary. But on the other hand, bringing in Wallow shows that Sean Payton has a bigger plan in motion. He's not just building a team, he's building a war machine to go head-to-head with the AFC's best. I think Wallow might just be that player who enters quietly but leaves a huge mark. But what about you guys? Was this a genius move or a huge risk? Let's get that debate heated in the comments, because the voice of the Denver Broncos family is what keeps this channel alive. So, what would you do if you were Sean Payton? Would you bet it all on Wallow's potential or give Goodrich one more shot? Drop your thoughts below. Smash that like button. Share this with your orange and blue crew. And of course, subscribe to be part of the family here on YouTube. Until the next play, let's ride Broncos country.